Hey science fans! Get ready to dive into a world of color with a super cool experiment. We're going to transform ordinary white carnations into vibrant masterpieces. It's like magic, but with science. First, gather your supplies. You'll need some white carnations. These flowers are like blank canvases ready for our colorful creations. Next, grab some clear cups, water, and an assortment of food coloring. Remember, safety first. Ask a grown-up for help when using scissors or handling food coloring. Are you excited? Let's get colorful. Now that we have our supplies, let's create some colorful concoctions for our thirsty carnations. Fill each cup with water, leaving some space at the top. Now, add a few drops of food coloring to each cup. Want to see red carnations? Add red food coloring. How about blue carnations? You guessed it, add blue food coloring. Feel free to mix and match colors. Get creative and see what happens. Time for the carnations to take a dip in their colorful baths. Carefully trim the stems of the carnations at an angle. This helps them drink up the colored water more easily. Now, gently place one carnation in each cup of colored water. Make sure the stem is submerged in the water. Now, the waiting game begins. But don't worry, it's worth it. We'll check back in on our colorful creation soon. Have you ever wondered how water travels from the roots of a plant all the way up to its leaves? It's a fascinating process that happens right under our noses, yet we rarely stop to think about it. Let's dive into this amazing journey and uncover the secrets of how plants stay hydrated and nourished. It's like a magic trick, but it's actually science. Imagine being able to see the invisible pathways that water takes as it moves through a plant. This journey is not just essential for the plant's survival, but it's also a marvel of nature's engineering. Inside the stem of a plant are tiny tubes called xylem. These xylem vessels are like the plant's plumbing system, designed to transport water and nutrients from the roots to the rest of the plant. Without these tubes, plants wouldn't be able to grow tall or produce leaves and flowers. These tubes act like straws, pulling water upwards. But how does this happen? The process is driven by a combination of factors, including root pressure, capillary action, and transpiration. Each of these plays a crucial role in ensuring that water reaches every part of the plant. This process is called capillary action. It's the same phenomenon that allows water to move through narrow spaces without the help of external forces. Capillary action is vital for plants, as it helps water to defy gravity and travel upwards through the xylem tubes. It's like when you dip a corner of a paper towel in water and the water seems to climb up the towel. This simple experiment demonstrates the power of capillary action in a way that's easy to see and understand. The same thing happens in our carnations. When we place the stems of white carnations in colored water, we can observe the journey of water as it travels up the stem and into the petals. This not only shows how water moves, but also how it carries nutrients and other substances with it. The colored water travels up the stem through the xylem, carrying the color with it. This visual representation helps us understand the incredible journey that water takes within a plant. It's a reminder of the intricate and beautiful processes that sustain life on Earth. Section 5. Close-up. Witnessing the transformation. Let's take a closer look at our carnations. Can you see the color starting to creep up the petals? It might be faint at first, but as time passes, the color will become more vibrant. It's like watching a painting come to life. You can almost see the colored water traveling through the veins of the petals. Section 6. Capillary action. The science of tiny tubes. Capillary action is a pretty cool scientific phenomenon. It happens because of the forces of adhesion and cohesion. Adhesion is the attraction between different molecules, like water molecules and the molecules in the xylem tubes. Cohesion is the attraction between the same kind of molecules, like the water molecules sticking to each other. These forces work together to pull the water upwards against gravity, even in narrow tubes like the xylem. Section 7. From stem to petal. A colorful journey. As the colored water continues to travel upwards, it reaches the petals of the carnation. The petals are made up of tiny cells, and each cell absorbs the colored water. This is how the carnation's petals gradually change color. The longer the carnation sits in the colored water, the more vibrant the color will become. Isn't it amazing how something as simple as colored water can create such a beautiful transformation? Section 8. More flower power. Exploring other colors. Now that you've seen the magic of capillary action in action, let's dive deeper into the world of colors and flowers. It's time to experiment with even more colors. Imagine the possibilities when you mix and match different shades. Try using different shades of food coloring. You can start with primary colors like red, blue, and yellow, or even mix colors together to create secondary colors like green, orange, and purple. The combinations are endless. What happens when you put a carnation in a cup with half red water and half blue water? Will it turn purple, or will it show a gradient of colors? There's only one way to find out. Conduct the experiment and observe the changes over time. Science is all about asking questions and being curious about the world around us. Testing out your ideas is a fundamental part of the scientific process. It helps us learn and discover new things. So go ahead, get creative with your experiments. Don't be afraid to try something new and see what happens. See what colorful creations you can make. The beauty of science is that it allows us to explore and understand the wonders of nature in a fun and engaging way. Each experiment is a new adventure, a chance to see the world in a different light. So gather your materials, set up your experiment, and let your imagination run wild. Remember, the goal is not just to see the end result, but to enjoy the process of discovery. Every step you take brings you closer to understanding the magic of science. So what are you waiting for? Dive into the world of colors and flowers and let your creativity bloom. Section 9. Science in Bloom. Nature's colorful palette. Nature has always been a master artist, painting our world with a stunning array of colors that captivate our senses and inspire our imaginations. The colorful transformation of our carnations is a beautiful reminder of the amazing science that happens all around us, every day. This process, known as capillary action, allows the flowers to absorb water and nutrients, changing their colors in a mesmerizing display. It's a small but powerful example of how nature's intricate systems work together to create beauty. Plants rely on capillary action to transport water and nutrients from their roots to their leaves, allowing them to grow and thrive. This process is essential for their survival, as it ensures that every part of the plant receives the necessary sustenance. Without this vital mechanism, plants would be unable to flourish and display their vibrant colors. And just like our carnations, nature is full of vibrant colors, from the bright hues of blooming flowers to the deep blues and greens of the ocean. These colors are not just for show. They serve important functions in the natural world. For example, the bright colors of flowers attract pollinators, while the deep blues and greens of the ocean indicate the presence of various marine life forms. By understanding the science behind these colors, we can appreciate the beauty of our world even more. Scientists study these natural phenomena to uncover the secrets of how and why these colors exist. Their research helps us to not only appreciate the aesthetic value of nature, but also to understand the underlying mechanisms that make our world so vibrant and diverse. So next time you see a colorful flower or a stunning ocean view, remember the incredible science that makes it all possible. Section 10. Keep the colors coming. Experimenting at home. Congratulations, science explorers! You've successfully transformed ordinary white carnations into vibrant masterpieces using the power of capillary action. But the fun doesn't have to stop there. Try this experiment with other white flowers like daisies or roses. You can even experiment with different liquids like colored sugar water or juice. Just remember to ask a grown-up for help when needed. Keep exploring, keep asking questions, and keep the colors coming.